Okay guys, so I have a basic studio pedal board for the last 3 months, I would say, and I really like the setup so far. But I will change things up a little bit because I have a new session coming and I want to be prepared for every sound, and I wanted to upgrade my studio board anyways. I would say I will rearrange my board as I like it as it is right now, but I want to change up some stuff because I think there are some pedals that really can help me in the studio to be more versatile, you know what I mean? I want to be as flexible as possible, swapping things in and out. The pedals should be as versatile as possible. I want to have like tube screamers, blues breakers, amazing delays, reverbs, and every gain stage that I can imagine. And I think the pedals that I have right now giving me everything that I need. So I have to just swap things in out and try it until it is perfect. And I take you on the journey. It's, I think, a longer video again, but you seem to like the Silver Sky video, so I thought I'd make another one of these long guitar related videos. Okay, so let's build it. I already started, so I will put up a picture of the board as it was 1 hour ago. What I want to achieve with this board is, as I said, to have maximum flexibility. Let's put them off again. For now, I will put it like this. So what's important is that I don't want to have the most tidy board in the world. I want to be able to just switch things in and out. I want to see all my pedals because it's not like when I'm playing live that I am not tweaking the sounds on stage because I'm prepared for the set list, playing to the set list. In this case, I want to be able to reach all the knobs, change it every time, every session. It should be a different sound, or most likely it is a different sound, and that's why I don't want to change it. Okay, this is a kind of a funny angle, to be honest. Things that I like will stay, and then I will have to see what I can do to be more flexible in the studio. And I will leave the tin pierce out for now. Just concentrate on this bulk of the pedals for now. So I'm going into my tuner because tuning in the studio is the most important thing. I also have a tuner right here. I don't know if you can see it. I just made the experience that with a chromatic tuner you are far better in tune, and with the pedal tuner than going through the rack one. I don't know why, but for me this one is the standard. I have it also on my live board. It's the TU3 from Boss. It's an amazing tuner, does what it should, and also you have another DC plug to power another pedal, so that's very nice as well. Tuner. Then I'm going into the 1176 compressor from Universal Audio because I love the 1176. I have a real one in the rack here for the vocals. This does the job, and I want to be able to control, sustain the sound a little bit, and be able to have a nice stable signal. So I'm not over compressing, I'm just giving a little touch, and I think I have to say this is a pedal that is also always on. The 1176 I put on the board recently, and on the main board I have the Origin Kali 76. Just to give you a perspective. Then I'm going to the Archer from JRAD, which is of course a clone, and I have this as well. I don't know, I have it since 11 years. If I'm not mistaken, I have this pedal for 11 years now. I'm not sure, but very, very long. That is also doubled on my main board. Then the D&M Drive, I'm swapping out on the live board and this board because, yeah, I really love it. I mean, it has a boost and it has a drive, and if I stack them, I have my lead sound. It's a pedal that is really, really good designed, and I always like it for my solo sounds. Then I'm going to the Deco, and this is just amazing. Gives me that tape sound, the tape saturation. It's another type of gain compared to, let's say, the Archer or the D&M Drive. And this is really another color that I really, really like, and you hear it also in the beginning track. Also, I put the right side to have like a slapback delay. So when I'm using a rocky slapback sound, I use the right side. Next one is the Lex, which is amazing. I could play for hours and hours, and I'm always layering, putting guitars in tracks so no one really hears it, but it is there and it makes everything better. If you hold it here, you can just ramp up and ramp down the rotary speaker sound from a Leslie. This is already the V2 and I love it. Okay, the last one in front of the amp is the Astra, which gives me the chorus sound from the CE1 and like a phaser flanger sound for rocky soloing stuff, which is really nice. Of course, you have lots of more stuff. And in the studio, as I said, these are really studio pedals, in my opinion, where you can tweak amazing stuff. Front of the amp, then in the effects loop we go into the Halo from Andy Timmons, which is my absolute favorite delay. I always wanted the Halo sound, now it is there, and I also have it on my live board, but I also have a timeline for live to be able to switch MIDI. And here in the studio I can have the Halo sound, which I then can control with the expression pedal here. And I have another preset which just is a quarter delay and then also a slap delay. And you can dial in everything you need in this pedal. Then it goes into the golden reverberator, which really, it's crazy that after I don't know how many years of using the Big Sky from Strymon, which is still on my main board, live board, I use the golden reverberator and it is so crazy good. It's just amazing. this is for now. What I want to have is, I want to be able to have a fuzz sound. That's why I'm using the JHS Muffuletta for that, to have a big muff sound. And from JHS, the cool stuff is that they have so many different muffs inside a pedal that I can really choose in the studio what sound I want. And that is just amazing. I also use the Bonsai for the exact same reason, to have all the tube screamers in one box, which is just mind-blowingly amazing. I want to use the Q-Tron because it's my favorite pedal also in the studio, so I have to see how can I make space for it. And I will use the boost side of the D&M Drive to boost my single coils into the Q-Tron instead of having a separate boost. Because before I had always the Spark or the Katana in front of the Q-Tron. So I will try to use the boost side into the Q-Tron. Alright guys, so what I can also do in this setup is not only having the amps stereo or wet dry or wet dry wet, I can also just go into my Kemper profiler, use my profiles or profiles I bought over the years, and yeah, record silently, and that's also amazing. And what you will hear now is my Strat into the 1176 compressor, into the boost side of the D&M Drive, into the Q-Tron, into the golden reverberator. Yeah, let's listen to it. The 1176 also is in buffer mode, so that's also important because I'm going through a lot of cables here without loops, so I'm using the buffer. And what also nice is I'm playing through 2 amps in the studio. I can also play through 3 amps or 1 amp, doesn't matter. So usually I'm playing stereo in the studio. So I have a Vox AC30 on the right side and the Victory V40 Deluxe on the left side. And I will use the Footswitches of the Victory and the AC30 to have the tremolo sound and a real spring reverb in both. So that's why I'm using a Hall and a plate reverb on the golden reverberator, but I also think that the spring reverb is so good that I will also use it in the studio. It gives me more versatility, more flexibility again to have tremolo on both amps, real tube driven tremolo and spring reverb. So that's what I'm controlling with that. Also I have to use, of course, my wah wah pedal. Okay guys, that was quite nice, I would say. My first impressions are Muffuletta is amazing and the Bonsai with the Archer is just something else. So Morning Glory and the Super AT mod are also nice. So they really catch me here. Of course, the Halo and the Golden, these are really crazy good. And with the tremolo, I love the tremolo from the amps. If you liked that video, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you want more tutorials on everything around music. Check out my ebooks on how to get better home studio recordings or perfect vocals and lots of other stuff. So link is in the description below. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next one. Peace.